20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's second and 2. Tua will give it to Achane. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Let's go.
They snap it to Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle.
All right, let's go.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. From the pistol, here's Wk6. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll stay on the ground with Wk6. He is in. Devon Wk6. Touchdown, Miami. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The PAT, up and good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. 19, Pioneer.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Warrior, 70. Go!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. They get 24 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Half to 60, half 70 range, 70 range. Let's go now. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Left side, caught by Lamb. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
19 tight, 19 tight. 10 for 11, Buffalo 18.
In motion, Lamb. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Here's Bigsby. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. One more time with Bigsby. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up. Third and goal. They'll run with Bigsby. Good blocking, and he's in. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Dallas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Result in a sack. When you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Turn on three, kick. TX.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's H.A. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Beli. Cover 2. Out.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achan. Achan, a first down, and then some. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Javon Achan. Touchdown, Dolphins. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Cowboys 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 8, check go.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Viking, 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now, faking the give. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
21G, get safe, go ahead. 8, 8.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Turbo 1 high, turbo 1 high. Out.
A handoff, it's Achan heading left. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Turbo 1. Ready,
On 1st and 10, it's Achan. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So You want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
60 by 60 by 60.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. Going for it all. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins will have great field position right around midfield.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, so they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready. Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
60 Maverick, 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Bravo 80. Mustang 19. Go.
Here's a run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's H.N. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up and about the 42.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by H.N. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Miami.
Hey, cover one. 44, ready. 20, TX. Hey, 21, TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Solo left Zion.
On second down, here's Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34.
Good. 32 stand. Out.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 18, Pioneer. Go, Rick, go. Check, go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Let's go. Street, street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt, hurt. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started.
Cowboys 14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Dragon 60. Go. Panther Street. Panther Street. Hook.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Come on, 3, kick. Go ahead. Ready.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
21G, 21G. Hey. Double one, high.
Here's Tungavailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Third and long. Here's Tua. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. He'll manage only a couple. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the ground to start the drive, it's Wk6. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tua. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
32 stay. All right, come on. Turbo three, kick.
Here's a give to Achane. Room to run at the 35. And he's into the end zone yet again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Hawk 70. Let's go now. Reload.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. 3rd and a yard.
7 Pirates. Set up. 79 Broncos. Take go.
Now, faking the give. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he's got another one. Touchdown, Cowboys. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Go ahead.
Tua gonna give it to Achane. He'll get about 3, and that's gonna lead to third down. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point, up and good. And the Dolphins will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ready? Come back, team. Come back.
A run. It's Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down.
He'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he will have a Cowboys first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Bigsby. Finds room inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal.
Ready, set. Set. 19, Tiger, 19. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion.
Here's Bigsby. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground is Wk6. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
Now, Wk6. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run right here. It's Wk6. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
All right, fellas, listen up. Watch it, Oscar. Solo left Zion. 21G, 21G.
They snap it to Tua. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Second and 6 coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go, set, go.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Cowboys. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Bigsby. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Here comes 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
They'll run here. Finding space at the 15. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll stick to the ground. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Bigsby, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
44, ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.